Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to make some chocolate slice and get everything out properly. Again, from our old cookbook. Now this recipe has been around for many years. It's an oldie but a goodie. Everybody seems to really enjoy it. So what we're using in this one today is 3.5 crushed wheat bix, 4 ounces of melted butter, half a cup of sugar, 1 cup of coconut, 1 cup of self-raising flour, and 1 tablespoon of cocoa. So what we need to do is mix the dry ingredients together, then add in the melted butter. We press that into a greased tin and cook for about 15 minutes in a hot oven. Simple as that, guys. So that's really simple. So we have our wheat bix here. So they're what we eat in Australia, a lot of us, for breakfast. If you don't have wheat bix, you can use cornflakes. But wheat bix just is the right consistency, and you know, cornflakes is pretty much, if you don't have wheat bix and you really want this slice, that's what you would use. So we just crush those all up into our bowl like this. Now this is another one pot wonder, or one bowl mix, whatever you'd like to call it. The kids love this one. So there's our 3.5 wheat bix. Put in our half a cup of sugar. As normal, I have everything pre-measured for you, so it's nice and simple, quick and easy. 1 cup of self-raising flour. That's already been measured again. Our coconut, 1 cup of coconut is just designated coconut, and our cocoa, 1 tablespoon of cocoa. And that is everything. Just mix that around, and then we're going to add our melted butter, and then we're going to press it into our tin. Another quick and easy, everything generally is in your cupboard that you would need, so another frugal recipe. Just use what you have. So there's our melted butter in, and then we just mix all of that in. If for any reason you feel it's too dry, just melt some more butter and pop into it. And it just all comes together just like that. The consistency is that you've actually got to press it into the tin. You've got to press it in to, you know, get it to sort of lock down in itself. That's probably the easiest way for me to explain it to you. So you kind of want it to be a little bit more than crumb-like, I guess. But you certainly don't want it too wet. Now this slice is, let me see, yep, that's fine, that consistency. So I'll pop that there. I've already lined our tin. I'm just going to pop all of that into there. Simple as that. And then the easiest way is just to use your hands. You can use the back of a spoon if you want, but it's just as easy. Make sure you've got clean hands, obviously. Wash them before you cook each and every time is what I do. And then what you're going to do at the end, you're just going to put like a chocolate icing over the top of it and cut it into squares, and your slice is done. Because I can't feel my hands, as you know, that's a little bit difficult to make sure I've got it all down as firmly as I can. You don't want any loose pieces. You want it all nice and firmly in there. Alrighty guys, can you see how firm that is in there? So now that is going into an oven of 180 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes. I'll pop back and show you once it's out. Okay guys, so this is our slice out of the oven. I've taken it out of the tin. As you can see, it's nicely cooked. Move that over to the side. In here I've got some icing sugar and some cocoa powder, and I'm just going to mix a little bit of butter and milk to this to make it into an icing. So I'll go ahead and do that, and then we'll come back and pop it on our slice. Okay, so all I've done is melt a little bit of butter, and this is just all by eye. There's no measurements are sort of measured. I think we've all made icing before sometime or other. And all we're going to do is just mix that until it's a spreadable consistency. If you want it to be really, really, what do you call it, intense, you could have put the icing sugar through a sieve to get rid of all of the little lumps and bumps and things like that, but it's not like I'm going to be taking these to the country fair or selling them anywhere, so you'll see what I mean by the time and it's a silly bowl that I've got here. Put a little bit more milk in there. You can also make your icing up just with water, but this is the way I've always done it. This is the way my mum used to do it, probably with an appropriate size bowl, but the rest of mine that I like using for this sort of thing, they're just these smaller size ones, actually in the dishwasher. And there's another 19 minutes on that to go. So this is all I'm going to do. See, it's spilling out everywhere. Just keep mixing it. It's going to get rid of those lumps and bumps. See, now that's come together fine. It's spreadable consistency, and we're just going to drizzle that. I've got you in frame, yep, over the top. Can make it as thick or as thin as you like. Spread it out. And it's still a little bit warm, so that will actually blend nicely. Alrighty, so that's that done. Now what we do is, where's it gone? Oh, it's on the bench. Alrighty, so then we just get our coconut, and while the icing's still a little bit moist, enough to actually settle this in it. You just go over the top of it as such. Super, super easy. This recipe, as I say, has been around for oodles of years. I can remember my nan making it, my mum making it. if you go to a lot of fairs and things like that, it's where you'll find a lot of the older people have made it. I'll just grab a knife and I'll be back. Alrighty, so we're just going to cut it into squares. This is where you want to wipe your knife each time, because we haven't allowed time for our icing to actually set. I might leave that size, I think. Alrighty, so that's what our slice looks like once it's all done. Where am I going? So yep, just like, whoa, I've dropped half of it. It is lovely. It's nice and warm still. And it's got a little bit of a crunch to it. Really, really good. I'll get it out of my mouth. Alrighty guys, I hope you enjoyed this recipe. I'll chat to you soon.